For a number of years now, work has been proceeding in order to bring perfection to the crudely conceived idea of a machine that would not only supply inverse reactive current for use in unilateral phase detractors, but would also be capable of automatically synchronizing cardinal grammeters. Such a machine is the Turboencabulator. Basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it is produced by the nodal interaction of magneto-reluctance and capacitive directance. The original machine had a base plate of prefabulated aluminite, surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing, in such a way that the two main spurving bearings were in a direct line with the pentametric fan. The latter consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes, so fitted to the ambifacient lunar vane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented. The main winding was of the normal Lotus O-delta type placed in panendermic semi-bovoid slots in the stator, every 7th conductor being connected by a non-reversible tremie pipe to the differential girdle spring on the up end of the grammeters. 41 monastically spaced grouting brushes were arranged to feed into the rotor slipstream a mixture of high S-value phenyl hydrobenzamine and 5% ruminative tetraiodohexamine. Both these liquids have specific pericosities given by P equals sign 2. 5Cn to the 5.7, where N is the diathetical evolute of retrograde temperature phase disposition and C is the Chaumondel's annual grillage coefficient. Initially, N was measured with the aid of a metapolar refractive pilfrometer, but up to the present date, nothing has been found to equal the transcendental Hopper datascope. Electrical engineers will appreciate the difficulty of nubing together a regurgitative pugwell and a superamative Wennel sprocket. Indeed, this proved to be a stumbling block to further development until, in 1942, it was found that the use of anhydrous nangling pins enabled the kryptonastic bowling shims to be tankered. The early attempts to construct a sufficiently robust spiral decommutator largely failed because of a lack of appreciation of the large quasi-piastic stresses in the gremlin studs. The latter were specially designed to hold the Roffit bars to the spam shaft. When, however, it was discovered that wending could be prevented by a simple addition to the jiving sockets, almost perfect running was secured. Undoubtedly, the Turboencabulator has now reached a very high level of technical development. It has been successfully used for operating Nofer trunnions. In addition, wherever a barescent score motion is required, it may be employed in conjunction with a deep-drawn reciprocating dingle arm to reduce sinusoidal depleneration.